What is going on, everyone? Sunny D here. In this video, we're gonna talk about trading since a lot of you guys requested that video. Obviously, we're gonna start with the basics, and if I see that you guys really like these videos, we will continue and maybe make a series out of that. So if you like that content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, leave a like, and enjoy the video. On every market, there are different kinds of trading. There's long-term trading, for example, but there's also the day trading, obviously. Most of the money which is made in the Forex market is actually made by so-called microtransactions. Of course, this is something which is automized and something I cannot really teach you or give you the tools for that, because I'm not doing it either. This is really something for professional day traders. Pay attention, guys. There are a lot of people out there who want to fool you with their expertise. The reality is that only, let's say, 0.01% of all the traders actually make profits, and the others, they just lose money. So there are a lot of pretenders out there who are trying to even sell you their trading skills. But pay attention here, guys. If someone does have such good trading skills, why would he sell them to you? So basically, it's a little bit like poker. You just don't want to be the fish at the table, and if you cannot see who the fish is at the table, well, then probably it is you. So in this video, I just want to cover a few basics and give you guys a little bit of an idea what is even possible with good trading. So in this example over here, we basically just buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and BitConnect at the 24th of June 2017. That is exactly 120 days ago. One Bitcoin by then was $2,700, Ethereum $325, Litecoin $44, and one BitConnect coin was $55. So with only buying these coins once and selling them once, you would have made the following profits: 122% on Bitcoin, minus almost 30% on Ethereum, plus 23% on Litecoin, and plus 265% on BitConnect. Maybe you hear a lot, especially from better traders or from people who are a little bit deeper into cryptocurrencies or are in cryptocurrencies a little bit longer, that you should not care too much about the dollar value, because at the end of the day, you want to have as much Bitcoin as possible in the crypto space. So let's see how the altcoin Bitcoin ratio changed during that time. So at the 24th of June 2017, you would have gotten 0.12 Bitcoin for one Ethereum, 0.016 Bitcoin for one Litecoin, 0.02 Bitcoin for one BitConnect coin. So that means if you would have bought Ethereum with Bitcoin back in the days and you would sell your Ethereum for Bitcoin right now, you would have made a minus of almost 61%. On Litecoin, you would have lost almost 44%. One of the only coins in the market where the actual altcoin to Bitcoin value grew instead of fall is BitConnect, and that is because of their proof of stake and of their lending program. BitConnect is basically designed to just grow. What I'm trying to say is, yes, if you would have bought Litecoin 120 days ago, yes, you would have made gains, almost 23%. But in terms of Bitcoin, that was actually a bad deal. So the better option would have been if you would just have bought Bitcoin back in the days. Bitcoin is the main coin. So why do you want to trade an altcoin, or why do you even want to get involved with altcoin if you can make the most gains with Bitcoin itself? Of course, we also have to consider that there are hard forks going on right now. People are cashing out altcoins for Bitcoin, but this example applies to most of the scenarios we had even back in the days. Now it is gonna get interesting, guys. Right now we're gonna simulate the perfect traders so you guys can see how much you can actually make by perfect trading. So let's say, for example, we buy one Bitcoin for $2,700. Now we just hold it up to this peak. Right now we sell that one Bitcoin for $5,000 and wait for a dip. Because we are the perfect trader, we get back into Bitcoin for $3,000 per Bitcoin. But we have $5,000 right now because we sold our Bitcoin for $5,000. So what we get right now is not one Bitcoin. What we're getting for $5,000 is now 1.67 Bitcoin. Now we're waiting for the next all-time high, which is $6,000, for example. We're selling that 1.67 Bitcoin, so we're getting $10,000. So out of an investment of $2,700 with almost perfect trading, we made $10,000 over 120 days. That is a pure profit of 270%. Let's be honest, that example will probably not happen. So in this second example, we're going to simulate a realistic trader. It is still very good, but it's more realistic than the first one, obviously. In this example, we buy Bitcoin again 120 days ago for $2,700, but the selling and buying points are a little bit more flat. So we are not buying the dip perfectly and we're not selling the peak perfectly. So let's say again, one Bitcoin, $2,700. We sell it again for $3,000. We have $3,000 right now. We jump back in at 2,650. So we get 1.11 Bitcoin for that $3,000. We sell it again at 4,325. So selling that 1.11 Bitcoin gives us $4,805 right now. We're going to buy back Bitcoin with that whole amount of money for 3,645. So we get 1.32 Bitcoin and we're selling that at $6,000. So we get a total of $7,920 out of those initial $2,700 invested. This is definitely more realistic, but still very good. And I'm not gonna promise you at all that you are able to make those trades, because if you are able to make those trades, well, then there is probably no need for you watching this video, to be honest. So those pure gains in here would be 193.33%. What people also never mention when it comes down to trading is that trading is actually very risky. People don't see that, but with every trade you make, it does not matter if it is selling or buying. You put yourself at risk for a bad decision. It is the same as poker again. The more you play, the higher the chance to lose. Obviously, also the higher the chance to win. But if you just hold Bitcoin over time, I mean, look what happens. So why should you even put your money at risk when you can make gains anyway with less risks? Well, the answer to that is actually pretty easy. It is just greed. That's what it is. Alright, so I was talking about the risks and I want to show you this in the third example. Basically, we have almost the same pattern as in here, but instead of selling it in here for the next all-time high, you got a little bit scared that there will be a big drop and you sold it at $5,200. So you would end up with $6,864 of your initial investment of $2,700, which is still amazing. Your gains would be 154.22%, but at this point in here, you're not in the game anymore. Where are you going to buy Bitcoin again? Well, you have two options right now. You can buy Bitcoin back more expensive as we speak right now, or you're just praying that Bitcoin will go below $5,200 because otherwise you would have made a bad deal, right? So that would mean that you were doing a losing trade, so someone was doing a winning trade, so basically you sponsored someone some money. So if you are disciplined and you sell here at $5,200, until today, there was not really another good entry point. To sum it up real quick, even though I'm very controversial on BitConnect, well, to buy the BitConnect coin itself would actually have been one of the best investments. Even better than using their lending program, actually. So overall, I think that especially for beginners, buy and hold is a way safer strategy than trying to do those trades over here. Because you really have to be realistic. You're probably not going to trade like this. You're also not going to trade like this. Most likely, you will end up like this. If you're not buying, and if you're not selling, you're not doing any mistakes. Of course, you're also not going to get rich. But from what we see right now, if you check the differences, I mean, we have in here 154% with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we're actually at risk in here for 154 percentages. And this in here is still pretty good trading actually. And compared to if you just would have bought Bitcoin, you would have made gains of 122% with only being at risk twice pretty much. I mean, you buy Bitcoin once for $2,700 and you sell them for $6,000. So 2 decisions, 2 entry or exit points where there is room for mistakes. So less risks and still a very good reward actually. Please let me know down below in the comment section what kind of trading videos you would like to see. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and see you in my next video. Bye!